Today on All Around Performance Horse Weekly, we're in Bolton, Texas at the Bell County Cowboys and Cowgirls Hall of Fame. And we'll be with our good friend M.L. Bolton as he's inducted to the Ring of Honor. So grab your hat and come ride with us only on All Around Performance Horse Weekly. I'm with M.L. Bolton and we're at the Bell County Cowboys and Cowgirls Hall of Fame. And Mr. Bolton's going to get inducted into the Ring of Honor. M.L., tell us what your feelings are.
I'm very, very humble. It's mixed feelings. I was blessed to be raised around a lot of the men and women that are in this Hall of Fame, and I was raised around them. And when I was growing up, they were not only my heroes as cowboys, but also men. So it means a great deal of them to me to even have my name mentioned in the same breath they are, let alone in their company. So it's very, very humbling.
You know, there's 254 counties in Texas, and I know Bell County is, I guess you could argue, but probably one of the counties that as many famous cowboys, not only pro rodeo cowboys, but just those working cowboys. You know, they reside here, lived here, and spent their lifetimes here. Do you agree with that?
Oh, you bet. You know, in a few days, Bolton, Texas will be celebrating their 87th annual 4th of July. For 87 years, they've been doing this. But since the 30s, back in the Turtles Association, right. RCA, PRCA, we've had, you know, one guy that's in this Hall of Fame won 4 world champions in 3 events.
Right.
Warren Robinson. So, yeah, it's amazing, the heritage and tradition here.
You know, I know our show, All Around Performance Horse, ML, you know, we're all about preserving the Western way of life, and I know you're doing a book called The Timeless Way, and obviously you've been working on this project for several years, but tell us about why you started that and a little bit about, you know, preserving the Western way of life.
You bet. A friend of mine, John Welch of Spade Ranches, wrote an article, or was quoted in an article in Livestock Weekly in San Angelo a number of years ago, and there was a comment and a quote he made in that that just ran my bell off in my head and made me think that a lot of it's disappearing, the traditions is. So that's why I got involved in it. It's been a total blessing. I've been so blessed to go all over the country. We ran into you so many places. Yeah. But it's wrapping up. It's getting close to getting to, you know, laid out in print. And so I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm not stopping at this first right. volume. As long as I can continue to go, I'm going to continue to do it because it's so important.
You know, I think I've been kind of looking at the other recipients and past recipients here at Bell County, the Cowboy and Cowgirls Hall of Fame and the Ring of Honor. You know, they don't only acknowledge just champions, but going back to your situation, ML, I know since I've gotten to know you and I've seen a lot of your prints in a lot of magazines, and to me that's just they're acknowledging your work.
Yes, sir. Like I say, it's pretty humbling, and I was telling my wife last night that I was hoping I didn't get emotional today, and not because of anything I've done or anything or this honor, but because of my mom and dad.
Right.
My mom was Jimmy Bolton, and I can't tell you how many years and thousands of miles she pulled me before I could drive.
Right.
And my dad, Boots Bolton, always kept my brother and I well mounted and lots of fresh cattle. And without them two and the support system and their love and guidance, I wouldn't be here standing here today.
You were telling me they used to put on calf ropings for
yes, sir.
3 for $1, or what was it?
Yes, sir. My mom and dad, I think it's just to support me and the kids and try to make it work, you know, but we have calf ropings at Bolton Arena every Friday night, 3 for $1. And it got to be where there's so many people showed up that sometimes they'd go up and pay my mom 33 cents because you'd only rope one calf at night. There were so many calf ropers time they made the round.
So, you know, when you get to be our age, and I mean, I'm not making light of it, but when you get to our age, you know, as you look back over what we've done in our lifetime, and then it just seems to be more important to me to preserve, you know, the Western way of life, history of the cowboy. And I think this is a great organization, and you know, it's a unique opportunity for us to be here, especially to see you inducted into the Ring of Honor. And we're just so proud of you, and just want to say congratulations. And you know, we feel it's an honor to be able to participate, to see you inducted into the Ring of Honor.
That means a lot, Scotty. Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And good luck. And I know we got to get in there and
get this done.
And if you need a handkerchief,
I'll
bring you one.
Thank you, Clark. Thank you. I appreciate it.
When we come back, we'll drop in on the awards ceremony.
Our next inductee is Cecil Vick. Cecil began his rodeo career in the Rio Grande Valley in 1939. He entered amateur rodeos on the weekends. In the summers of 1939, 40, and 41, he rode bareback horses, bulls, and mules. A lot of his riding was for mount money. He rode in Harlingen, Mercedes, San Benito, McAllen, West Laclos, and Rio Grande City. Cecil moved to Central Texas in 1942 and entered his first professional rodeo at McGregor in 1943. He won first place in both the bareback riding and bull riding. He rode in his last rodeo in McGregor, Texas, and his last bull was Johnny Mellon's Blue Heart. He split first and second in the last go-around and won a third in the average. Cecil was born and raised in Youngsport, Texas in Bell County. He joined the PRCA in 1945. Cecil Vick. If you're not going to say something, I'm going to move. I'm not going to move.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, you don't always save the best for last. You just come to the last. And our last inductee today is M.L. Mansell Bolton. And born 1955 in Bolton, Texas, professional cowboy, photographer, was raised around cattle and horses and working dogs. Throughout most of his life, Mansell has been involved in the art and sciences of photography. An intense interest and desire became better as capturing the images that he saw and in his head and followed him as he transmitted from film to cameras to present day works in digital photography. In 1990, he established his commercial photography studio, Valley Art Studios in Bolton, Texas. In 2005, Mansell began his current documentary project entitled A Timeless Way, a photographical tribute to the working ranch cowboys, driven by the mission of capturing on film and in recorded transcripts as such the disappearing way of life of the working ranch cowboy and his family as possible. This documentary project, first volume, is scheduled to be published in 2012. Mansell Bolton.
Well, this is probably the most humbled I've ever been. When I look at this, I look back at where I grew up, I've recognized so many faces here that's known me since I was a little kid. And it's just so humbling to be even mentioned in the same breath that these men and women are. Because when I was growing up, they were my heroes, both as cowboys and as men. There's so many people that I sit here that have made a huge impact on me. Billy Hicks is one of them. I never did thank you, Billy, but thank you for all you did for me when I was growing up. I appreciate it. I get kind of emotional when I think about this because this would not have been possible without my mom and dad. My mom, Jimmy, she drove me for many, many years and thousands of miles over this country before we got our driver's license to drive. And my dad, Boots Bolton, kept us boys pretty good horseback and kept us a lot of fresh cattle to rope. And they both helped us a bunch. And so without them, I wouldn't be here, and I share this with them, and it makes it very special. Thank all of y'all for having this and keeping this tradition alive, especially in Bell County. Thanks for my family and everybody for being here. Appreciate it.
Let me just tell everybody, it was because of Mansell that magazines you see going around the table today, from the Working Ranch magazine, if it wasn't for us getting with him and he's doing his work with the all-around performance horse people, and Jeff Tucker and all of them, we wouldn't have what we have here today. So again, the short time that we've known Mansell since he's been in this, and also was a big inspiration on our website that we're trying to get done. So we really appreciate what Mansell has really done for us in this short time. And it's an honor to have him in this organization.